Today is Monday, June 9, 2014, the 160th day of the year. There are 205 days remaining until the end of 2014. Sunrise this morning was at 5:06 a.m. The sun will set at 8:33 p.m. Length of daylight hours today will be 15 hours, 25 minutes, 31 seconds. Of visible light, 16 hours, 34 minutes. Tomorrow's daylight will persist 1 minute, 38 seconds longer than today. The waxing gibbous moon, 10 days old with 86% illumination, rises at 4:43 p.m. and sets at 2:40 a.m. The sun passes today above Rutland City at 235,840 miles distant from the center of planet Earth, appearing within the 7th zodiacal designation, Libra, the scales. Under overcast skies in downtown Rutland, expect rain showers early this morning and some sunshine this afternoon with a 50% chance of rainfall and a high temperature of 79 degrees on the Fahrenheit scale. Winds south-southwest 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a low temperature around 55 degrees, light winds variable. Tuesday, a mix of clouds and sun with a chance of an isolated thunder shower late in the afternoon. High temperature around 78 degrees and east-northeast wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. Pollen count today is moderate, 7.8 out of 12. Humidity today around 88%. UV level is safe, 0 out of 16. Air quality is good. Highest temperature in the contiguous United States on Sunday is 120 degrees at Death Valley in the Golden State, California. The lowest temperature is 29 degrees at Stanley in Idaho, the Gem State.
I told her I'd wait forever for her, but that was before I found somebody else who'd give me a ride home. Jared Kintz.
On this day in 1534, 42 years after the first voyage of Christopher Columbus, the Frenchman Jacques Cartier is the first European to discover the St. Lawrence River. He explores and maps the river and the shoreline as far as what is now Quebec City and Montreal Island, and names his discovery the Land of the Canadas for the two tribes he finds settled in those places. In 1968, U.S. President Lyndon Baines Johnson declares a national day of mourning following the assassination of Senator Robert F. Kennedy by the Palestinian immigrant Sirhan Bishara Sirhan on June 5, 1968, believed by some scholars to be the first act of political violence committed on U.S. territory stemming from the Arab-Israeli conflict.
Même constat, c'est un film que j'aime beaucoup, un film $55 billion a month of fake money.
Newser.com reports a new analysis of 3 lunar rocks brought back by Apollo astronauts brings new life into an old theory some thought too simple, that the moon was created when another planet crashed into Earth billions of years ago, leaving behind molten debris that eventually cooled and moved into a stable orbit around our planet. The problem with the theory is, after numerous inspections of the rocks, no one could find any trace of another planet, that is, until now. The lead researcher tells the BBC previous analysis of the samples found that they were identical to samples from Earth, when they should have found some difference to indicate they came from another planet. But now, he says, we have discovered small differences between the Earth and the Moon. This confirms the giant impact hypothesis. NBC News reports for years, Egyptologists and archaeologists have thought the Great Sphinx of Giza to be about 4,500 years old, dating to around 2500 BC. However, some recent studies have suggested that the Sphinx was built as long ago as 7000 BC. The new theory is based on what is thought to be precipitation-induced weathering on the upper areas of the Sphinx. Archaeologists supporting this view contend that the last time there was sufficient precipitation in this area to cause this pattern of rainfall erosion on limestone was around 9,000 years ago, 7,000 BC. More traditional Egyptologists reject this view for several reasons. First, a sphinx built earlier than 7,000 BC would upset our understanding of ancient civilization, as there's no evidence of an Egyptian civilization this old. And the sphinx is believed to resemble Khafre, the pharaoh who built one of the nearby pyramids of Giza. He lived circa 2603 to 2578 BC. This is today's Weather Minute. I'm Rich Alcott.